In the shadowy depths of our planet, artifacts are sometimes unearthed that defy all explanation. They whisper of a past far different from what our history books tell us. Imagine an object perfectly machined, found sealed within a 300 million-year-old coal seam, or a map drawn with impossible accuracy, showing an Antarctica free of ice. These aren't just curiosities. They are anomalies that challenge the very timeline of human civilization. Today we're delving into the story of one such artifact, a discovery so profound, so paradigm-shattering, that its existence has been systematically erased from public knowledge. This is a story that should have rewritten everything we thought we knew about our origins. It begins in the early 20th century, not in a grand Egyptian tomb or a sprawling Mesopotamian ruin, but in a quiet, unassuming corner of the world. A team of geologists, drilling for mineral samples in a remote mountain range, hit something unexpected. It wasn't rock. Their drill bit, designed to pulverize granite, shattered against an object of incredible hardness. Intrigued and baffled, they began a careful excavation. What they uncovered was a sphere about the size of a bowling ball, made of a metallic alloy unknown to modern science. Its surface was impossibly smooth, etched with a complex network of celestial charts and geometric patterns that didn't correspond to any known culture, ancient or modern. Initial analysis was bewildering. Carbon dating is useless on metal, but the geological layer it was found in was Precambrian, a staggering 600 million years old. This was a time when life on Earth was supposedly limited to simple, single-celled organisms. Yet here was an object displaying advanced metallurgy and astronomical knowledge. The patterns on its surface depicted constellations, but not as they appear from Earth. They were charted from a vantage point deep in interstellar space, a perspective humanity wouldn't achieve for another half-century. How was this possible? Who could have created such an object hundreds of millions of years before the first dinosaurs, let alone the first humans? The artifact was quietly transported to a secure, undisclosed research facility. The world's top physicists, metallurgists, and historians were brought in under a strict veil of secrecy. The initial excitement quickly turned to a deep, unsettling fear. The sphere was more than just a piece of metal. When exposed to certain electromagnetic frequencies, it would hum, emitting a low-frequency energy that caused strange phenomena in the lab. Instruments would fail, timepieces would run backward, and researchers reported vivid, shared hallucinations of a sprawling, non-human city under a crimson sky. It was as if the sphere was a key, a storage device holding the memories of a civilization that predated all life on our planet. The implications were terrifying. If this civilization existed 600 million years ago, what happened to them? Did they leave? Did they perish? Or are they still here, somewhere? The celestial map was the most damning piece of evidence. It wasn't just a map. It was a warning. The intricate lines traced the path of a catastrophic cosmic event, a gamma-ray burst originating from a distant star system, scheduled to intersect with our solar system on a recurring cycle. The sphere was a marker, a time capsule left by a previous tenant of Earth, documenting their own demise and warning future inhabitants of an inevitable cyclical extinction. The information was deemed too dangerous, too disruptive for public consumption. The narrative of human progress, of our unique place in the cosmos, would be shattered. Religions, governments, and the entire social fabric could collapse under the weight of such a revelation. The official story became that the geologists had found nothing more than an unusual metallic meteorite, a natural formation of no significance. The research was classified at the highest level, the scientists sworn to lifelong secrecy, and the artifact itself, the single most important discovery in human history, was locked away, deep in a vault from which it would never see the light of day. But secrets have a way of leaking. Whispers from retired personnel, cryptic notes in declassified documents, and anomalous energy readings detected by independent astronomers all point to the existence of this object. They speak of a Precambrian sphere or the Lucifer object, a testament to a history we were never meant to know. The official story is that it's a conspiracy theory, a wild fabrication, but the questions remain. Are we the first intelligent civilization to call this planet home? Or are we merely the latest in a long line, unknowingly living on borrowed time, ticking down to a cosmic event that has wiped the slate clean before? The sphere holds the answer. It is a silent monument to a lost world. A world that rose and fell while our most distant ancestors were still just microbial life in a primordial sea. It proves that we are not the pinnacle of creation, but perhaps just a fleeting chapter in a much older, much larger, and much more terrifying story. The artifact doesn't just suggest an alternate history. It screams that our entire history is a footnote. Think about the technological leaps of the last century. Quantum mechanics, space travel, genetic engineering, are these purely human innovations? Or are we perhaps being guided? Or maybe we are simply rediscovering the lost science of those who came before. The researchers who interacted with the sphere were forever changed. They spoke of a profound sense of connection, a feeling of being part of something vastly ancient. They understood that the universe was not empty, but filled with the echoes of civilizations long gone. The truth they uncovered wasn't just about an old piece of metal. It was about our place in the cosmos. It was the humbling, terrifying realization that humanity is not the beginning of the story, and we may not be the end. We are a brief flicker of consciousness in a universe that has seen countless lights ignite and then extinguish. So the next time you look up at the night sky, consider this: the history we are taught is a carefully curated story designed to give us a sense of comfort and importance. But the true history of our world might be locked away in a vault, etched onto the surface of an impossible sphere that waits silently in the darkness. It waits for us to be ready for the truth, or it waits for the cycle to complete itself once more. The evidence is out there, hidden in the whispers and the shadows. For those brave enough to look, the greatest story never told is the one that proves we are not alone and never have been. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more journeys into the unknown.